After 400 years of colonial rule, Portugal withdrew from East Timor in 1975. Within months, troops from neighboring Indonesia invaded our land and occupied it for 24 years. During this period, a quarter of our population was decimated. Here, on this mountain we call Baginya, mountain of the souls of dead, tens of thousands of children, women and men were killed by aerial bombardment as part of a deliberate annihilation campaign. It was here that I began my life as a guerrilla leader. In November '92, I was captured by the Indonesians and taken to prison in Jakarta. There, I remained 7 years, until the liberation of our nation via a UN-sponsored referendum in 1999. Timor Leste became the world's newest nation in May 2002. When I returned to East Timor in October 1999, I was still the commander-in-chief of Falintil, the armed wing of the Timorese resistance.
Fundo o colonialismo. Fundo a da minha terra aqui de povo. A suai Falintil.
The helicopter landed here because there was the reception with all the military formation. It was the first time that I faced again my companions. It was beautiful. The big hugs that we gave to each other was not a sense of victory, but a sense of a duty that we accomplished. We only could cry in memory of who fell in '99.
Because of the massive loss of life and destruction that followed the independence ballot. Everywhere around the country there was burning, killing of innocent civilians. The pro-integration militias backed by Indonesian troops went on a rampage.
It was very difficult. Sometimes when I was talking, I would like to say that yes, we won, but I avoided to say because it was with a very, very heavy price. And,
I came from a poor family, the eldest son of 8 children. My father was a teacher. I was also a fisherman in my youth. Every night I would go to the sea, returning only in the morning. Sometimes with fish, sometimes with nothing. Sometimes I made only enough money for bread or a plate of rice. This was one of the way how I survived.
Okay, you come here, Daddy. You big boy. You will be the Ronaldinho of Asia. Yes. Go ahead.
Daddy, push me.
Okay, I push you.
I swore that if I don't die in the war, I will not seek any kind of benefit. That is why one of the burdens that I take in my shoulder is that I violate my oath During this mandate, I have to work hard. This is the only consolation for me during these 5 years, when time to time it comes to my mind that I didn't keep my words.
Señor presidente.
Hey, toma. Anda, ven.
This young girl is Flávia de Jesus. She is 13. You see the scars in her face? It was made by a machete. She witnessed her parents being murdered by militiamen when she was just 7. Now she's an orphan. Her uncle takes care of her.
Mama,
Flavia's story impressed me. And I wanted to understand the problem of the trauma. What is trauma? If trauma is something that we have to feed every day, we have to carry every day. Like her, she has a signal that will accompany her in all her life. Or trauma is something that reveals our weakness, our psychological weakness, to accept that the past is the past. Many people complain and accuse myself and the state of forgetting the suffering of the past, forgetting the sentiments of the victims. I always say that during a liberation struggle, we cannot use the term victims. They are all heroes.
You must understand that during our recent history, atrocities were committed on all sides. It was not only Indonesian soldiers that killed Timorese. Timorese killed Timorese too. Some Timorese collaborated with Indonesia to fight those who wanted self-determination. This was all part of our struggle, all part of our history. When people call for justice, they must understand that there are no clear lines. Where do you begin? In 1974? In 1999? To take the path of justice, there is no beginning and no end, and we all stay stuck in the past. There were Timorese who wanted to see our land become part of Indonesia, become absorbed, integrated into Indonesia. Some of these people worked with the Indonesian military and became their agents, their collaborators. Some of them spied, informed, committed brutalities against their own people. We can broadly call them the militias. In 1999, they fled to Indonesian West Timor, where many remain in refugee camps to this day.
Quando li was la signor presidente, Xanana quando halolai, reconciliação, artama inema, maioria se fila falmai, uhin loronomos, se barak limang se hela ira, upang atangua.
We want them to come home, to participate in the building of this new nation. But they cannot reintegrate into their village and society, of course, unless there is a genuine reconciliation.
Então, how como, how hatene dia how ema Timor wang, how think mai mate mos mate how niarai, muris how niarai.
Some people are angry at me. They say, I have forgotten what happened during the war. I have forgotten their suffering, sacrifices. They want justice. They want the people who burned, who killed, who instigated violence and destruction to be brought to trial, thrown in jail.
How hanung barak tambah how ni forsa loloh ne maksir belakon ne. Hudi hanung lima wan tambah lahetan ne makau hanung barak lima mak idene. Laran moras ba idene. Mai be sala ne emene ting baru ni kadea. Staru la bele hanung den emene atu. Usigde ne la bele. Kala semak sala maka semak oha amin awansan ne emene ting bakadea duni.
In jail, prisoners must get 3 meals a day, clean water, and shelter. Most Timorese don't have those things. I would rather use our very limited resources to take care of our people, to construct their future, to honor their sacrifices.
We cannot live with ghosts every night, every day, flying above our minds, our heads, to remind us bad stories, bad experience. We have to dream how to live in the independence.
Baiklah,
The mountains of Timor were the guerrillas' terrain, our battleground. The rocks and crevices were places to hide. The cold mist covered us. Many long years of starvation, no shelter, no clothes, no shoes, no medicine. Facing superior military might and no access to fresh munitions, communications, only a fire in our bellies to liberate our people, our country.
I went to Ramallah, and we spent the night in the peak of Ramallah. We could not sleep at that night. It was so cold that in the morning we could not move our fingers. We could not move our fingers. My security was about 12, 15 guerrillas. At 10 o'clock, the enemy was moving to the other side to attack one of my bases. Occasionally, they saw signals of our presence, and then we entered in a combat. 4 or 5 guerrillas died. We could see down there the enemy shooting. Oh, they are there, they are going up. All the places above were also occupied by enemy. And when I raised my head, there were 3 men with a weapon looking at me, and I was paralyzed. I saw and I said, now it is time to die. And I waited a little bit if they could shoot. They didn't shoot, and suddenly I feel my legs turning, and I was like this, now shoot. Now, shoot, now, shoot, until my head was covered by the rock. And I said, it is not this time.
What was special about our methods is that we learned to live with the enemy. Sometimes we lived right under their noses, hidden by the villages. I traveled throughout the country, talking with the people, understanding their living conditions under occupation, learning about the Indonesian military's operations, methods, habits, structure. Our philosophy was, we are the people's guerrillas. I tell my men, we don't steal. If we need food, protection, we ask from the villages and they help us.
This is the hole that he prepared, just in case that the Indonesian troop or some Indonesian agents come and stay for long here or trying to look around.
Our motto was, to resist is to win. But the long war of resistance was only possible because of the participation of the people. It was their desire to be free, to be independent. The people tell us, yes, we are apparently accepting occupation and some of the benefits, but our hearts, our minds, our desires are with you in the jungle. This forest is part of a mountain named Bachau. Bachau was my second home. My first home was Matibia. Here, I gave leadership courses to my cadres on how to deal with the population, how to organize with the commanders, about the military actions, about how to tell to our delegation abroad what to do. Forests like this give me security, give me tranquility also to think and to plan, and it was like at headquarters. When I began to lead the guerrilla war, we were not more than 1,200. My main concern was how to survive. Many times I faced the guerrillas asking me, when do you finish this war? Sometimes they get angry with me and say, you are a liar, because you used to tell us that we will win, but we are dying all. We win with what? With whom, if we all die? Each time that I lose a soldier, I felt like losing part of my own body. I was alone, thinking, and suddenly all the guerrillas of the company came and said, Commander, they already died. Don't cry, please, because we are alive. We are here. You must take care of us, not crying, crying, crying. We cannot see a commander crying. And I said, thank you very much. Now is my principle. I will not cry again. I will think how to preserve you. Of course, I have to be strong enough to tell them that we will win. But thinking about the losses, I say, well, we will win. If I lose everybody, what can we do? And you feel alone. And sometimes you ask yourself, why me? I was almost 1 year sick, very badly. I got chronic malaria. Very difficult. I could come and I met this mom. Her son was with me and she gave me some rezukin. Having every day. Trembling every day. Many times I wanted to die. I was not strong enough to continue. I wanted to die many times. Every day trembling. Very weak, without food, without anything. And we came here. This is the farm of this lady. And I stayed here in this hole. What she had was only cassavas and corns and his son to help me. Everything, she sold everything to get the rezukin to me. And I could believe that I could continue the war, the struggle again, because I was already saved.
lost her beloved son. And now she is alone, living in very bad conditions. Mom, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Your son is with me, still with me. I am your son. We put the past to the past. We all are looking for the future.
See this beautiful building? It is like Timor Leste, burned, scarred, damaged, but with a quiet dignity. That is why I named it Palácio das Cinzas, Palace of the Ashes. It has character, no? This is the office of the president.
It is a big, big place. Come on. Well, this is Mr. Jaime. He receives everybody. He sends me everybody. This is the commission for the cadres of the resistance. They are all former commanders from 75. When they were fighting, they never imagined to be sitting in chair dealing with computers, but now they have to do this. Here, you have the archives. They are here taking care of the library. This is Mr. Mateus, the director. You can come and see the first ever president office. I had to move because of the threat of water coming here. Before, I was ready to die, but not now. The priority will be always to work hard and to make use of every condition that we get now.
During the war, you have only one objective, to win the war. Now that we are building our nation, there are so many objectives, so many things to deal with. What to talk about education, what to talk about human resources, capacity building, what to talk about even democratic values. The health, it is a complex issue. That we have to tell people, teach people about this. We are in the beginning.
You must start thinking about the structure of the presidency. I said, what? You must start thinking about the budget for the presidency. I said, what? And you must start thinking about the place. I said, what? Time to time I receive foreigners, ambassadors, ministers, and they come and they look at this and they said, you have a very good taste. I said, I don't know if it is a question of taste, but they like it. After all, they like it very much.
The president has to try to have a global vision of the issues. I don't make decisions. I just give an analysis, I can point that something is wrong or something is right.
I went to New Zealand, and the children from primary school, they offered me, we care for you and we love you. You mean people of East Timor. I hope you like the school things we have sent you, because I like very much, and I put here, freedom, we will help you. Try to keep happy, and always, even in difficult times, I try to be happy because they ask me to be happy. He was my God. Was the calmest guerrilla that I have known. Very calm in combat, very firm. He helped me very much, and now I have to help him.
When the widows camp, when I go to the village, their cry, their sadness is to remind me that their husbands were my soldiers, and now they are widows.
Rui pe lahakoi asulor hotu, pahihan hotu pelori, mata poh papa makoho, tina limanulu, wan la iha, oh ne, am sa sinte bala, susur tebes los, anu ilahita. Kia kita am ni kia kliu tebe emarai tomo tomak emakampung tomak. Itenanan ihebe, itenanan ihineba be ite husutamba itenanan mate hotu, itenekabin mate hotu, husutamba se. Am hanoi la to, am nini laran se susah.
I talk to them to say, by their sacrifices we got independence, but in many times they don't need my word, they know. If I touch them, I care them, they feel that I remember their husband, my soldiers. They only need a gesture of consolation, a gesture of sympathy. Yes, I still remember them.
Hey, ami heine tamba ami susur mak hey. Mat po hato ami ni susur ba presidente. Tamba ami ni susur sa. Ami ni uman at turet hape manila ipugit. Ne am hakarak at husu kale may banto ami ni uman am palok na ami ni uman.
It was not Xanana. It was people fighting. I owe to them.
In 1992, it was November, I was in the capital, trying to persuade and organize the youth to stage another demonstration in order to get the international community's attention. But they were unwilling. After what happened in the year before, the massacre of Santa Cruz, they were still traumatized. I was hiding in a house in Delhi, which had an underground bunker, when one of our double agents let slip about my presence in Delhi while he was drunk. I was captured in the early morning, and after the trial I was sent to Chipinang prison in the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. most difficult thing during my time in prison was in the beginning, when I was isolated, incommunicado. It took more than 6 months, a very stressing time. You don't talk, you only think. You don't do anything, you only stay, you walk, sit down. In the prison, I started to think. During 17 years, I hated everything from Indonesia. The people, the products, everything. And even already in the prison, during 1 year, I rejected to learn Indonesia. I just said, no way.
Dealing with thousands of prisoners, common criminals, I asked them, why are you here? And they told me, you don't understand. We got independence for more than 40 years or 50 years. A small clique of people are enjoying the independence, but not us, Indonesian people. We don't have job, we don't have money, we don't have a house, and we try to steal from other people that have, and we are here. And we start to talk, and they say, it is the regime. We are independent nation, but we as people, we are not. And I could understand that the Indonesian people were suffering almost the same as we suffer here. Only the difference that we face the weapons every day. But in Indonesia, they face the repression of the regime every day also. I used to hate the Indonesian soldiers. But it was not the soldiers. It was the regime. It was the Suharto regime. The soldiers, they were only instruments of the regime.
Orang tua, gimana? Sehat-sehat? Ya gitu?
Well, in '98, it happened to be the Reformasi era in Indonesia. Suharto stepped down. The hope for the change of the regime became true.
Ahead of the popular consultation for self-determination in East Timor, I was moved to house arrest in February 1999. And after Timorese voted overwhelmingly in favor of independence, the militias backed by Indonesian troops went on a countrywide rampage, killing and burning. I set an order to my fallen commanders not to retaliate, not to engage in the violence that the militias were waging. We were liberation guerrillas. It was very painful, but they obeyed my order. So we can say that the violence was one-sided. My men did not participate in the violence.
And then, this is your present. Because that time when they kill all those people, here in the desert like raining, blood coming out like rain, like water they are flowing out. Till now, we wash also is still there. will come out. It's very hard to forgive. She said, we can say we forgive, but sometimes it's very hard. We have to go slowly. What they said, people that never experienced, it's easy to tell to other people that forgive. But those that really experience, it's very hard to say, I forgive you. Something very, very hard. I hope that the things that happen, not like something that heavier, but something that help them. With the experience that happened, help them to not, go back like that, but to start something new. Love each other, give hand to each other, rebuild it again. To forgive each other also. The things that happen already happened. Now let us sit together and do something better for future.
Some people need that the perpetrators or the criminals go to them and say, yes, sorry, I did mistake. They need a word from other people to close their past. I don't agree too much with this kind of approach. I believe that one can be strong enough to say, just forget this. I want to live, to close the past.
This old man is Antonio Miguel. Look at his arms. When I came back to Timor at the end of 1999, people were crying for blood, for justice, for answers, immediate solutions. But this man taught me something very powerful, that forgiveness is a type of deep courage. Courage to say no to the revenge, no to bitter feelings. If somebody hurt you, the reconciliation process should start from you, and you taught me.
Anu mata la doa uma si erata. Anu mata uma erani sapa. Kuratale ama masih masuk kursi alian. Ama nama orang Saudi anda terata. Erese baku, erese tu. Waitu ni saya berkalaka. Erese milawaga. Ilakato anu mata kita naro. Bahasa ten so witau rete. Wai sa anu mata erena te sa anu mata gimus kormute. Terus anu mata ma ada ala. Anu mata ma ada ala. Erla kalau. Lu akai le ala pulere. Antau niyo kun ko sege. Nakalapu erete. Anu mata mila wakalerte. Anu mata giatu kwa. Seku giara leka di alaka. Ere ba laka lesa go pasau depo. Kisah palola lera sau depo gibulu lolitore sau debar. Asimata uginai Miguel o Luis Miguel. Eren lo pare. Etano sau kata tete ndatani gaulolo. Alpriju suku aplekai bapa sau no sukai ba. Erene ama mata ma ran base. Alfredo integra Indonesia kata integra. Anu mata independence nana era tergawa anima iran gini. Kau data anima iran gini masih uri Indonesia kata integra nana masih ani nige independence soro masih uri iran independence isaurata ani uri mini baku uri mini titilaka elaka sala ani riu nola toa mana anu mata iran gini masih anu mata iran ere podere satiama uri mini mau dani ini mai tapuni nimo Timor Leste. Anu mata iran gere anu mata iran I kara kana onaga mutusina gere I na onaga wodina gere I iran wodina gere eda stana le milapu palintia eva ila rogale algale were mara kau milapu nantani nimo kau nimo repender kau were mara anu mata iran gere tamba popa gibir na magala gibir na mani karka nige podere sautiama ayo ma Timor kau terka ani erma contente asiger neren dari terkan mana sinoro ko batat tona ni pana masih moroma kana ania sarla pare ai nige libertà dada aurata neren ani ni eren ania ma sinor la ko batat
Doglai. To.
The forgiveness, to me, means peace of mind. If we can forgive, we liberate ourselves from all bad sentiments of revenge, of self-flagellation. If we forgive, we stop a part of our life. We said, no, now I'm entering in a new phase of my life. If not, I live every day the sense that I am the worst victim in the world. God, why me? Why it happened to me and not to other people? Where is the justice in this life? We are every day trying to understand why. And we don't live in peace of mind. We don't live in peace. We are always trying to be selfish. Me. Why not him? When we don't forgive, we don't free ourselves for thinking on ourselves. For me, forgiveness is the way to live in peace. Peace not with other people, firstly, with him or herself.
Timor Leste means east, where the sun rises. It is a new day in Timor Leste. Our youth must learn to be self-sufficient, to take their destiny in their own hands. There is dignity in a hard work. The possibilities are endless. You see, we must dream big dreams. I enjoyed being a fisherman. It was wonderful. Every day you touch the sea. I always try to touch the sea because the sea is also life. Well, when I am alone, I think many things about the future, about how the next generation can feel the independence, that independence gave something good to them. Independence is not the end of the road, it is the beginning of a new journey.
What it says here.
Eh?
Can you read this for me? What does it say?
My back. My problem is the back.
How's that? Wonderful.